What is the best way to get someone to stop talking to you without being rude? This is not a productive area of discussion. But in all seriousness, I used to have a coworker that would cut people telling him rumors off with "why are you telling me this?" and it seemed to work pretty well. Not sure how rude you'd consider it, but it stopped talabaras in their tracks. In the UK you slap your thighs, announce back quote, right and stand up to leave. Can confirm it's the rules. If you cannot get a word in, the best thing to do is drop something which typically leads the person to stop talking, giving you a break, to say that you forgot that you needed to do something. Man, with people like that I usually just throw out a "man, that's wild" and turn away. Edit. It's always the comments you least expect. "Man Reddit, you're wild. Sorry, can I stop you right there?" And then walk away quickly. I love doing this. "Sorry, but can I just stop you there?" They're waiting for you to say something, but you don't. My favorite is where I'll make a quiet ringing noise or whistle, jam my hand into my pocket, take it out like, look at it, say "I'm sorry, I really have to take this," hold my thumb up to my ear with my finger pointing at my mouth like an old flip phone, say "hello? Oh dear, that is rather serious." And, turning back to the person, "Sorry, I'll just be a minute," and walk away talking to my imaginary phone call. My trick at the office is just keep them talking while I walk. Then we miraculously end up in their office. Then I just turn around, walk back to my office. How do I do this one all the time? Especially I'm walking out of the office. Egg. During a break, or at end of day, just continue walking until you reach an exit or street you can cross onto which is the opposite of the direction they are going. You need to be a bit smart about this though. Ask them "where are you heading now?" to identify your escape path. Put any random object to your ear and say "hello. Oh, it's for you," then hand them the thing. Get a button that is always hooked up to your phone's Bluetooth system. Pressing the button makes your phone ring. Take the call and walk away. Japanese phones used to have this on a hardware level. Pretense call. Used to have that setting on my old Samsung Taco Light. Just hold the lock button and an unknown number calls. I start talking about my cats. I only have one cat, but I talk about all the cats I've had in my lifetime, and I'm in my late 50s, as if I still have them all. So, it sounds like I have about 10 cats. No matter what they say, I relate it back to a cat story. Oh, wow, that's like that time my polydactyl cat. And, this is always a permanent remedy. In Caddyshack, Chevy Chase was being bored to death by somebody, looked at his wrist, he wasn't wearing a watch, said, "I've got a thing," and walked away. Another one from a movie was, "I just remembered something. You're boring and my legs work." Two top-notch escape strategies. Just interrupt them and start talking about your thimble collection. This is no thimble. This is Turkish nipple armor. May these always point to the spoils of war. Make a promise for a future conversation. "I gotta finish up this, but hey, send me a link to that thing we were talking about," or "that's cool man. Hey, I gotta get back to work. Let me know when you beat that level." I agree with this. The only downside to it is that you can end up leading somebody on and making them think you're actually more interested. Sometimes people will be like, "oh, they want to be my friend," which might not be true and can create its own problems. True, but I don't think there's any nice way to say, "I don't want to talk to you again, ever, never ever." If you don't know the person, act like you don't speak their language. While I was traveling in Leipzig as a college student, got approached by a weirdo who said something to me in German, so I shook my head and tried to leave. He then said in English that he wanted me to buy him alcohol, so I panicked and said "solo hablo español. I only speak Spanish." It was a gamble, but it worked, and he shrugged and walked away. I was once approached by a sketchy stranger in Paris. He started speaking in French, and I was like, "no French." So he started speaking in English, and I said "no English." So he started speaking in Spanish, which I speak, and I was like, "WTF, let me go," and proceeded to escape silently. I start signing at them. I can read lips and hear some, but sometimes I'm lazy, especially if I don't have my hearing aids in, and just don't want to talk to them. Confession, my favorite people to do this to are delivery drivers or people who show up at my house randomly. They will come up to the door, which has a huge window, and start talking, and I'll just start signing back. It makes them super uncomfortable and then they leave. Ha 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 ha. The entire time I was reading this, I thought signing said singing. I couldn't stop laughing. Hey, I'm bored. Let's play the quiet game. I like this lol. Lawful answer. Say you have a pressing prior engagement and end with we'll have to catch up when I'm not so busy. Chaotic answer. Shit yourself. Dude, if you don't like them just tell them. It's better than thinking you have a super good friend just to find out they are shit talking you behind your back. But he's my coworker so this doesn't work. I do like him. He's just so fucking talkative. Man, I'm sorry, but I'm super busy right now. And repeat that and 5 times and they'll get the hint. Don't want to go to nuclear or else you might be viewed negatively.